Today we're going to take a look at A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors 1987 on 4K Ultra HD for the first time. In this review, I'm going to compare A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 4K to the 2011 Blu-ray from the 2013 7-film Blu-ray collection. So which version of A Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors would you like to add to your collection? We're breaking it all down and then answering the question, should you upgrade? All right, guys, let's get to video quality. 2011 Blu-ray. First things first is that A Dream Warriors is a dark film. And so with that said, let's get right into this. Blu-ray is bright, dark, clean. Sometimes it's clear, but heavy contrast. That's one thing about this movie. The contrast is really like heavy for some reason, but the skin tones look good. The black levels are great in this movie because again, the movie is mostly in dark, but again, the saturation here, which is, you kind of normally think the Blu-ray would be heavy in saturations. It's not. It actually is kind of neutral in Dream Warriors. I think it looks really pleasing here. And scenes, not popping much, but it's very clear for some reason. This Blu-ray looks really good. I think it's a really solid, good-looking Blu-ray. So when it comes to the 4K for Dream Warriors, I gotta say, color grading is the first thing that stands out. The color grading is totally different from the Blu-ray. Now, it looks great. The color grading looks great, but my only nitpicks is it's a dark-looking 4K. Again, no Dolby Vision, HDR10, but you're going to notice that the Dream Warriors is very dark when you're watching the film. Now, again, it could be more natural to what it looked like in the theaters back in '87, or that's the way they wanted the film to look, more natural looking than the Blu-ray from 2011. But with that said, I can see a lot of people going, well, the 4K is way too dark for me. I might stick with this Blu-ray. But again, you got the pros and cons where you got the color grading that looks fantastic, environments, clothing. Again, the fires look different from the Blu-ray. Black levels are great in the 4K, but the Blu-ray's nothing to sneeze at either. It looks good too. Grains are going to be noticeable in this film, whether it's in 4K or Blu-ray. But again, it's a dark movie. But like I said, this has no Dolby Vision, only HDR10. But let's check out the comparisons between the 4K of Dream Warriors versus the 2011 Blu-ray. Enjoy. All right, guys, so there you have it. That is the comparisons of Dream Warrior from the 4K to the Blu-ray. Leave a comment down below and let me know which one looks best, but let's get right into audio quality. All right, guys, when it comes to audio quality, the Blu-ray from 2011 comes with DTS Mastered Audio 5.1. It sounds really good. When I put the scenes on, it sounded really good compared with especially with Dawkins' music, whereas Into the Fire or Dream Warriors kick in and she's drinking like coffee and all that. It sounds pretty good. I think it's a very good sounding mix. The dialogue is pretty good. The music is there, but this is kind of a more soundtracky music with Dawkins and heavy metal, hair metal, if you want to call it, hairband metal. But that is the difference what I heard here with the 5.1. But when it comes to the 4K, let me just tell you, Dolby Atmos, man, it's like having Dawkins in your house rocking out, because Dream Warrior sounds amazing in the beginning sequence. Into the Fire sounds amazing in the beginning. Throughout, where you hear the Nightmare on Elm Street theme creep in, sounds pretty good. Dialogues are super clear. You get to hear certain ambient noises kicking around in certain directional. I like it. I think it's a really good, again, the Dolby Atmos soundtrack on this 4K set is phenomenal. I think it's good. Dream Warriors continues that thing, man. It just sounds great. But with that said, let's get right into the menus and special features. All right, guys, when it comes to the menus and special features, the menus for the 4K look as average and basic as it comes. I mean, I'm showing it to you guys right now. Look at this. It's just basic. This is exactly what it looks like. It's not, I mean, to me, it's just a basic thing. I just miss the old days where the DVDs, they had some cool creative menus for you to go into your special features or starting the movie and so on. But with that said, the 2011 Blu-ray comes with 3 special features. The 2025 4K comes with the exact same 2 extra features from the 2011 Blu-ray. But to me, it's just a movie theater, what's it called? The Dokken Dream Warriors music video and behind the scenes. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Kind of a letdown, to be really honest with you, but it is what it is. Let's get right to the final verdict. All right, guys, let's get right to the final verdict here for Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. I'm gonna be honest with you. All you're getting on this is going to be new color grades compared to the Blu-ray. You're getting a Dolby Atmos soundtrack that sounds phenomenal. But other than that, you do got some cons where it's darker than the Blu-ray in a lot of the scenes, but it could be the natural look that you're going to get from the theater from 1987, or that's a creative choice, but it is darker than the Blu-ray and more natural looking. But other than that, there you have it. What do you think of a Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors from 1987 on 4K? Which version would you like to add to your collection? Leave a comment down below. And remember to like, share, and subscribe for all things Geeks and Flix. Be awesome to each other and keep collecting.